Hello. This is my working values document, draft 1, and I have decided to represent my thoughts and feelings on this topic. At the beginning of starting the MATFA program here, I am doing a painting of an iris flower, which is my birth flower and has felt very highly representative of me at multiple points in my life. And I'm doing this in watercolor and colored pencils, something that I'm very comfortable and very familiar with. And then what I'm planning to do is I am integrating the different aspects of our 4 areas into different aspects of the flowers and the flower's anatomy. So here is my flower, and here is how I decided to break this down, starting from the roots down up to the flower. My root system, I have named knowledge and skills. Knowledge and skills, the points that I decided to add in here is approach to curriculum, as well as how to assess student learning. I included approach to curriculum here because I feel like this is something that I have a lot of knowledge on. I have a lot of arts experience. I feel like I have experienced a lot of different arts curriculum, especially for the subjects which I'm currently teaching, which is painting and drawing. I think that my approach to curriculum can grow. I think knowledge and skills is the root of why we do what we do. It drives a lot of it, but that's always ever expanding and ever growing. A place I think I can continue to grow there is figuring out how I can best make curriculum for students with a variety of needs in my classroom. I have lots of art knowledge and I'm really confident in that knowledge, but what knowledge can I still gain to improve my curriculum? And that's a part of why I'm in the MATFA program and hope to add to that. I added how to assess student learning here because I would love to learn more ways to assess work that allows room for creativity while still being specific, measurable, and attainable across skill levels. I think I know how to judge solid work, and I know my medium very well. I know my content very well. Where I struggle, I think, is judging the work of students who might not be as comfortable and familiar in the arts. I think I've grown a lot with this throughout my first year teaching, but it's definitely something that, again, with that root system expanding, I feel I can expand my knowledge and experience. Okay, moving up the flower, I decided to make the stem of my iris community because it's connected to everything, it upholds everything. The points that I have decided to add into community is first, approach to creating a safe, creative, educational space. And I added this in community because I want my classroom and my curriculum to be a safe and comfortable place for students. Again, I work in a Title I school. There's students with a lot of different needs, and I think art classes are a really unique place with the wonderful opportunity to be safe and comfortable, even for the students that art isn't their favorite thing. I want it to be a reason for them to want to come to school, and to do that I need to build a room that's safe and approachable for them to be creative as individuals, but also with each other. The other point I have added in community is behavior management. I added behavior management here. Again, my school is very diverse, and this is my first year teaching. This is the only school I've had experience with, so I think it's driving a lot of my educational goals and experience at this time. My experience as a student and my experience in student teaching and volunteer hours through school was very different. It was not in a Title I school. It was in a little bit more of affluent areas across Utah, and I really want to be cautious in the way that I handle behavior management to make sure that it's befitting of the community that I'm serving. I think there's a lot I still don't know, and what I really want to do is I want to avoid making assumptions about student behavior with cultures that I don't fully understand. So I want to engage in the community, I want to be a safe space in the community, and I want to be open to learning in the community of my current school and whatever school I serve in the future. Moving on to the leaves. So this is both of the leaves shooting out the side of the iris. This is impact. So I have included an impact first. Articulation of art-specific skills and content. Art-specific skills and content, like I said, I feel like I have a lot of art skills and I have a lot of ideas and knowledge that I feel very confident and comfortable in. I only have 1 year teaching experience, but I want to help students gain skills and effectively use them with purpose. I feel very confidently that I can do that as an artist. I think that I'm beginning to be able to do that as a teacher. I really want to nail down those skills and help my students to use them effectively and feel like they have purpose, they have fulfillment as they go through my curriculum and go through my classroom. The second point I've included in impact is inclusion / inclusive practices. I do think growth is something that I'm talking about in all of these points because, again, I've only taught 1 year. I feel like I have a lot I can still expand on and grow with. I want to create a more inclusive classroom environment. I think I have some experience with this throughout this last year, but sometimes I think I struggle to make sure that everyone feels fully included and everyone feels fully welcome for multiple different reasons. I have really big class sizes. There's a lot of kids that need help. I'm still relatively inexperienced, so sometimes I feel spread thin. Sometimes I feel like I'm lacking in knowledge and experience. But I have lots of kids that are English language learners and students with special needs that I think need more intentional inclusion from me. And I think when we're able to do that, that is a solid impact, that makes a solid impact that relates to everything else, that relates to my knowledge and skills, that impacts the community in which I'm serving. So those are the 2 points that I've added in impact. Moving all the way up to the top of my flower is transformation. Transformation is represented through our big blossoming iris as well as the little offshoot of a blooming iris off to the side. For transformation, I feel that I am continuing to grow and learn in a lot of ways, as I've said throughout all of these points. The specific bullets that I've included here are first, approach to community engaged learning. Like I said, I am serving in a community that I'm less familiar with. I have experience and I have ideas that I'm really excited to implement with these students, no matter who they are, no matter where they come from. What I think I struggle with quite a bit is a lot of the projects and curriculum that I give has students working very independently. One place that I feel like I can be very transformative in my teaching philosophy and the way that I want to move forward is to learn how to have a more collaborative classroom and curriculum. And that's in the projects that we do, and that's in getting my students to engage more intentionally with each other, and also, like, for me to engage more intentionally with my students. So that is my 1 point that I've included in transformation. But I feel like it's a very big one for me, and I feel like across all of my working values document here, I have lots of things I feel confident in, lots of things I feel less confident in, and I'm excited to see how this will change throughout the next 2 years. So that is my working values document, draft 1.